There we are. All right. Hey everybody, hope you guys are all having a great day here today. Happy midnight stream, if you guys will. A lot of stuff to talk about here today. This will be a good 1 to 2 hour long stream. Loki says hello. He's right here. He's gonna get a small teeny bit of a treat because he's already had too many treats today. But you're gonna have a little teeny. Hey, oh, the nails are kind of thick now. Gotta cut those up. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a good evening here, or day, or night, wherever you guys are at. Happy to have you guys here. If you guys have noticed by now, Bitcoin has broken out over the last 24 hours. Things looking pretty darn good. And we've seen a continuation of these moves over the past few hours that makes me believe that Bitcoin can definitely go higher over the next few days. So that's really going to be the focus of this stream here today. Then we'll go over questions and things like that. Overall, the majority of altcoins are in a pretty bullish position. Bitcoin is pretty bullish. Ethereum is pretty bullish. After coming off of a very pessimistic last week, it seems like things have turned around just enough for us to get back to being a little bit more exciting about what's happening with Bitcoin, okay? So, let's get to it. There we go. Says hello. Pat, 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 pat. There we are. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. I want to start with the daily chart right now. Overall, we should see Bitcoin try to go higher today and possibly go up as far as 72,600, 72,700. Excuse me, just drink soda. And I anticipate that after that, we should have something more of a dip and rip here. These are the two options that we have, even a dip or rip, right? So go up for today, we dip going into tomorrow, then we rip going on to the next day afterwards. Or perhaps we go into something where we were just going parabolic, a quick breakout today, retest and go higher. As far as I'm concerned right now, I'd probably say dip and rip is usually what we see more happening right now. The only reason I give you guys the other option of just breaking out today is basically because of, how would I say it? Just because it's a bull market and everybody's really excited. Usually we have larger pumps than normal, and that's kind of an example there. I told you guys on Friday that if we had this breakout right here, I was going to buy it even though the oscillators were not there. As long as the 4 hours were there, it was going to be okay. The 4 hours were bullish, bullish, bullish. So I took an opportunity, and basically, as far as I'm concerned right now, and I'm missing so much stuff on my stream. Holy moly. Hold on a second here, guys. There you go. Got one thing there. I forget that when I reset my software, so much stuff gets changed. This one is this one right here. That's this one right there. And I'm also missing that one right there. Okay. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Sorry about that. I forget that every time I turn off my streaming software, I have to reset everything by hand. Takes a quick minute. But anyway, at this point in time, I have scaled out quite a bit of it, my position so far. Basically, what I did was the typical Fibonacci extension tool here. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Basically, I sold some over here at this level of resistance. I sold a good chunk right up here on 69,907. And right now, the next price target is closer up here to 75,000. But I'm basically just waiting to sell the rest of it probably up here around 72,500 to 72,500. This is going to be that place where I want to sell the majority of my Bitcoin long from here. But on top of that, what I've been doing now is I finally started to enter into some swing trades here. Now, typically, like I told you guys before, I will usually wait until everything is bullish here on every single day. So this means the RSI, MACD, and stochastic would all be bullish. They're not bullish right now. Only the stochastic is. I think maybe the RSI is going to be bullish by the end of the day, but it's not already. But the MACD, you guys can see, is clearly not bullish here. So I'm basically just dollar cost averaging basically into a swing trade here, where I'm going to be holding for a few days or buying a little bit over the next few days and then hoping for a large move to come up maybe on Thursday or Friday. And then I'm looking for something of a larger breakout to take hold and for me to make some money. So I have started to do some swing trades in order to load up. So if Bitcoin does go up over the next few weeks, I'll have a good opportunity to make a good amount of profit. Those longer term trades that we've been looking at over the past few weeks, they did go back from being negative to positive, which is really good. We were down about a couple $100 and now we are up $159, so a great swing right now. Things are going a little bit better, and that's nice to see. So if you guys like dollar cost averaging, or you guys have been dollar cost averaging, you guys have noticed that you guys have made some really good profit here. So over to the 15-minute chart. Right now, Bitcoin is trying to break out again. We'll see if it's able to break out above this level of resistance so far right now. But so far, it's been having a little bit of trouble just continuing the momentum. Honestly, I'm okay after looking at a move like that. As far as everything else is, I would say, just being good or great. I'm still dollar cost averaging on a bunch of altcoins here. And hold on one second. Not supposed to lick your paw. There we go. Loki's not allowed to lick his paw because he got it injured. But everything else, Ethereum looking to have a really good day today. I'm thinking of doing a long trade here. I was looking at this a little bit ago, and it looks like we are going to try to break out here. So I may actually try to enter a long here and see if Ethereum's able to go back up towards what? Probably just around 37.46 or so. So a little bit, a little bit under $100, and that should give me a decent profit for the leverage trade. It might happen while I'm streaming though, or while I'm asleep, so I probably won't have the opportunity to do that. All right, but as far as everything else is concerned, Ethereum looking for a larger move today, hopefully. Solana still looking for a larger move. It's at a level of resistance like we talked about earlier. Still hasn't been able to break above that, but still looking okay. Stop looking paw. Stop looking paw. ADA is trying to move up again against another moving average here. So you should see some pretty large moves. I'm looking at a lot of tokens right now. Most are kind of up maybe around 1 to 3%. You got a few like WIF, which are breaking out here, doing pretty well. Ocean's up a few percent here, still moving higher. Miro's up 7% today, still doing well. Milady's up 7%. Jasmy's up 10% right now. So you're seeing some really good moves. Bohm is still not doing much. I would be buying this one if you guys are waiting for a larger move to happen with Bohm. You guys have already seen it before. I wouldn't be surprised if this just went parabolic sometime this week off of a really big parabolic just out of nowhere, boom. And so if that was to happen, I'd probably be scaling up very fast if I was inside of this trade. But still, it looks like it's a good opportunity to make some money here and flip some cash in a hurry, especially for those people that don't want to necessarily hold on to a position for too long or wait too long to make some good money. Everything else seems to be just okay. Injective is up 7% up against that 20-day moving average here. World tokens finally up 7%. Ajax is up 5%. So we are seeing altcoins take an opportunity to push up here. But, some are doing good, some are not. I'm still anticipating today being a good day for Bitcoin, a good day for the market as a whole. And you can see right now we are actually trying to break out above this level of resistance here. And we actually managed to, so we should continue moving higher here. See the 1-minute chart? Just broke out above it. Nice and easy. We should continue to go higher here over the next half an hour or so. It might not be the straight shot, but it should be a good opportunity for us to go higher. You can see right now still pushing up a little bit more. And there you go. We can just kind of watch that for a couple seconds. Definitely there's some buyers into the market right now. I can see a few $1 million plus positions going in here. And hey, Kamar, I appreciate it. And hey, noobs some more. Wait, noobs no more. Excuse me. There you go. I appreciate that, my man. And hey, Peter, happy to see you guys as well. Hey, Striker. Let me see what else is going on here. Dingo, happy to see you. Zizari. What's right here? BG, Hennessy, Black. Hope you guys are all doing well. And there we go. Don't sell Bitcoin now, man. Be patient. Oh, so I'm doing both. I'm buying and selling. So what I told you guys I was doing earlier was I was doing a day trade here, or a short-term trade for like 1 or 2 days, where I'd buy here and start selling right here. It was a high leverage trade, so I don't like to be in those leverage trades for too long. What I'm doing is also buying right now for a larger move, but that larger move is going to be somewhere later on or the next 2 weeks. But when I make a trade, I already know what I'm doing ahead of time. Like I have a buying position, I have a stop loss, and then basically if it hits the price target, it's already sold. It's all day trades. I don't switch up halfway on what I want to do. I have to stick with it. Otherwise, I lose money. If I start messing with my what do you want to call it? My strategies mid trade, it just doesn't end well for me usually. And so far, Bitcoin's still moving up higher here, which is nice to see. Definitely making a run for it. Right now, I'm really optimistic about Ethereum though. So here, rocking on up. I hope so. Love the channel, brother. Appreciate it. There we go. Oh, this is your leverage trade. Makes sense. Yeah. Leverage trade. I mean, I'm doing swing trades with my other ones too. They have leverage, but not nearly as much leverage. It's like when you see the profit happening, you just want to make sure you get the profit, sell it, and just be done with it. But I was telling you guys that on, I think it was Saturday evening. No, it was Friday. So I had the plan already done because, oh, and one other thing. Remember, I told you guys how I usually like to trade. I usually prefer trading by waiting for all the oscillators to go in the right direction. The oscillators weren't all in the right direction on this trade, so I was being a little bit more cautious than I normally would, and that was another reason I had everything already set in stone. Alright, so for today's cigar, we have the Don Carlos the Man. I have never had this before, but it seems pretty good. The cigar I wanted to have earlier, it was actually a little too tight, so I felt like it wasn't going to be a great smoke. Even this one has a little bit of tightness right here, so hoping it actually works out, but I wanted to check this out very fast. Don Carlos the Man. Let me actually just pull up a side chart here. There we go. Seems to be a Robusto. Is it this one? I can't see it, but I think it is. Oh, it was the #1 cigar in 2017. Not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try this one out there. If a #1 cigar of a year, you know something's tasty about it. Now, will I be able to enjoy and taste all the notes of all the experts? Probably not, but ooh, that smells earthy. With maybe some cocoa or something like that. There we are. Okay, so let's light this bad boy up. #1 cigar of 2027. Let's have some time here. Let's pull this up. See. Is it up here? The Man. No, it's not even on there. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's pop this up here. There you guys, Bitcoin consolidates. I'm just looking for something very fast. Enter. Oh, it's not available. Let's see. There we go. Holt Cigar should have some information about it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, this isn't it either. Damn, this thing is kind of hard to find. Eye of the Shark, or finally we have it. Jesus. Okay, so this is the cigar of the day here. Arturo Fuente, Don Carlos the Man. Looks beautiful. Took me forever to find it, but there we got we wanted the double band right here, so we had to wait for the man part of it. But it was named in the honor of its legendary creator and Fuente family patriarch Don Carlos Fuente, recognized as one of the world's finest smokes. The Senor Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Grand Reserve of the Man cigars received the highest rating ever from Cigar Aficionado, a remarkable 97 points. In fact, it secured the #1 spot among the world's top 25 cigars of 2017. Crafted by Carlos Fuente Sr., this masterpiece incorporates the rare Dominican benches of tobacco. Let's see. Baking spices and citrus notes. I don't know. Oh shit, yeah, a box of 20 costs $600. Holy shit. Okay. Well, you know what? This is a good enough thing for a Bitcoin breakout. well, well tasted. Probably should have saved this for something special, but oh boy, is this a nice one. All right, there we go. We gotta light it up appropriately. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of flavor right there. Whew, all right. And hey, Steve, happy to see you, my man. Are those speakers behind me clips? Yeah, they're called Reference Premier 2s, I think they're called. Oh, excuse me, sorry, the smoke. They're really, really solid speakers. They're really, really good, but I mean, they're too much at certain times. But man, I mean, when you want to have a rumble, when you want to watch a movie, and you want to have the full-on movie theater experience, they are perfect. Nothing's better than the clips, if you ask me. Oh, but you have some, yeah, they're great. They're great. And hey, Blake, hello, hello, y'all. When do you sleep, Mr. Whitman? I gotta go to bed. You're streaming. I wake up. You're streaming. And mad props. You're always grinding. I'm definitely grinding for more subscribers, more stuff all the time right now. It's, you know, it's the bull market. It's always time to have fun. I usually sleep in the early morning, and then in the you know, morning time, early morning. Like tomorrow, I'll probably wake up around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, something like that. Then I'll take a shower, get ready. Then I'll probably stream for half an hour if I have time. And then I'm going out with the family, grandparents and sister out to Seattle for the day, which will be kind of fun. Hold on here, guys. Gotta take a picture of myself smoking, because this is actually a pretty good cigar, and I want people to know I'm smoking the cigar. I didn't really realize how rare of a cigar this was. There you go. One more spritz here, guys. Sorry. There we go. Oh, this is a great cigar. I don't even want to think about how expensive it was, though. What is it, 600 for a box of 10? Oh, it's like a $60 cigar. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. I wouldn't pay 60 bucks for this, but it's good. And hey, Camo, you're watching the charts to the moon while everyone else is sleeping on the East Coast. Yeah, I mean, hey. I was live earlier this evening, and I was telling people what I'm doing is I'm buying right now because I anticipate a move happening higher over the next few days. Primarily over the next few weeks, but still I'm pretty happy with where everything's going right now. Which will I hold, Gala or Beam? By the way, I smoke Alvar sometimes. Ooh, nice. I prefer Gala, I guess, over Beam, but I have both of them, I would say. And Anthony, very, very lucky there. There you go, though. A momentum is on your side. Man, messed up there. Accidentally ashed it. Still good? Let's see. Wow, this is beautifully done. Wow, okay. Everything about this cigar is good. Can I check out Spell Token? Yeah, I can check out Spell Token very fast. Let's go over here to the 4-hour chart while Bitcoin's trying to have this breakout. So Spell Token's a much lower market cap coin, so just be aware of that. It's going to be a little more volatile than a lot of other stuff. So if you're able to dollar cost average this over the past couple weeks, you're pretty happy with the results so far with this boom that Bitcoin's currently having. But to me, this is going to be having a pretty good day just because it has to break out above the 20-day moving average. What I've been telling people so far today is if you find a token that's below the 20-day moving average, it's probably a good opportunity to buy it. That's what we were talking about as far as, I think it was Solana. No. ADA? ADA, there we go. So I'm looking for tokens like that to actually have larger moves today. You can even see Dogecoin, it broke above, it had a huge wick here. I'm looking for that on a lot of different tokens. But specifically the Spell token here, it's already making that move, so I might be a little bit more cautious about buying into it. If I go over here to the 1-hour chart, or maybe the 15-minute chart. you'll see the moment it broke out above the 20-day moving average and the pop it had right afterwards. So you're probably not going to want to be buying into it right now, but if you are holding it, you're basically looking for an opportunity to scale out of it, or you're looking for a reason to, well, yeah, that's about it. Because otherwise, maybe you're looking for something in a few weeks or something. You're looking at a little bit of level of resistance right over here around 0.0013098. The price target here for the majority of people looks to be way up here around 0.0013738. That's probably, if you were looking at a day trade or something for holding 2 to 3 days, that's probably where you would like to sell off, especially because it matches up with this old level of resistance. If you're looking for something a little bit longer term here, honestly, what you're going to be doing is taking off that 20 there and just doing your typical low, high, low, and seeing where that maybe that mid level is going to be. The mid level right now seems to be around 0.002, or I can go up here to 0.0023. This is going to be probably, if you're swing trading, this is going to be one of your first price targets here, if not down here. I know a lot of people typically start selling off here if they did buy here, because Bitcoin looks like it wants to make a larger move. You could possibly, if you want to, this is a personal choice, move that first scale out level up here to 0.002, then to 0.0023694. Then of course I'd probably skip this one up here and see if it goes even higher, just for because you've already been scaled a little bit of everything else. But so far it looks pretty good. And you could always try to match up some of these levels of resistance like this. I'd probably have a scale out level probably at that first level here, actually, just in case we start to hit a little bit more resistance. But we already hit it, so I don't think it would actually cause us to move down too much more. Because if I zoom in a little bit more, it wasn't basically there. Yeah, so if we break it above that, I think it actually should be something more of a surge where I would probably skip this and just go straight back up here. Never mind, I redact that, but you get what I'm saying. There we are. Here's the 15 for Bitcoin, still moving a lot higher here, and I liked it a lot. Into the code, wasn't expecting to see another stream from you so soon. What's up? I told you guys I'd be back at midnight. I'm going to try to do these midnight streams here and then like 6 o'clock streams. I don't really enjoy streaming in the middle of the day. I just don't like it. First of all, it's too bright in here and I don't like that. And then also my internet seems to really fuck up in the middle of the day. And I think that's because so many people are using internet as well. There's like a bottleneck or something that's happening. And when there's a bottleneck, I just absolutely like flip out when my internet's not working properly. So at night, things typically run a lot smoother, which I really do enjoy. And hey, Cleo, happy to see you. Same with you, Slick Rick and AAA Crypto. And hey, Ty, good evening. All remember to hit the like button. Yeah, if you guys can, please make sure to hit the like button. I'd really, really appreciate it there. Can I check out BitTorrent? Yes, I sure can. Let's see. I know it's somewhere on the list here. ETT. Maybe it's not actually on my list here. Let's go over here. There you go. Oh, there we go. There. Daily. There we are. Weekly. This is interesting. So it already had a pop off way back over here in December. It proceeded to have a larger crash down, about how much? Like 55%. Dear Lord. And afterwards, dipped down just like Bitcoin, but it managed to kind of pump back up even more. Just like a lot of other stuff today, it is managing to break out above the 20-day moving average here, which is pretty nice. The 4-hour chart looks like it's still consolidating though for a larger move. So over the next few hours, you could see it break out above this level of resistance and try to go to that next level, which is currently just about 178 as far as the last 3 digits here. I'd be optimistic that it can break out though. You already seen the 4-hour chart have that first golden cross here. We had one there, possibly one coming on a little bit later. It might not happen within this 4-hour candle, but it'll most likely happen later on today. So if you wanted to take the opportunity, you'd probably just have a stop loss right around here on like 154. And then you're just going to be aiming for that next level of resistance somewhere around 169 all the way up here to 178. And that should do the trick for this trade right here. But so far it looks pretty good. The daily charts are still, the 4 hours still bullish. The daily chart is getting bullish, not all the way there yet. But it looks like it does want to take another move here pretty soon, so that could be nice. Just keep an eye out for Bitcoin. Like I said, we can always take a dip and rip, and that dip may bring altcoins down for quite a bit of time. So whenever we do eventually have that potential dip, just be aware it'll probably bring down altcoins just a tad. So that's why it's usually a lot easier right now to go for the swing trades and whatnot. Well, even right now, Bitcoin had a little pop, and now we're coming back for a little dip. Don't forget, DWAC is changing its ticker today. I heard about that on CNBC. I definitely heard about that. NA11. Yeah, I do think eventually we are going to have something of a dip coming up. It'll probably happen later on today, or it could possibly happen even sooner than that. But go over here to the 1 hour chart. It's easier if we make a move up here, then break down, and then start to consolidate, excuse me, and then move up higher. But yeah, so far, I'm going to be expecting a dip sometime over the next 48 hours, and that dip is something that a lot of people are going to try to buy. Oh, they may buy. Some people just don't like to buy dips instinctually, and I understand that. But so far, I'd be okay with it. Is it possible to mine crypto from home? I believe it is, but certain cryptocurrencies are much easier than others. Hey, Maddox, happy to see you back, man. Yeah, a little bit of a breakout. Let's hope it actually manages to go forward. Do I think USTC will pop if it crosses over the 20 moving average? USTC, is that a... what is that? Oh, Terra Classic. I knew I had a bad feeling about this one. There you go. Yeah, it should have some volatility. It should probably come back up over here. Maybe not to the highs here, I doubt it, but just back up here maybe to around 37.037 perhaps. That'd be a pretty good level, but it looks like it wants to definitely have a breakout above that 20-day moving average, which would give it a nice move. And again, if you bought now and you sold right there, that's still about 18% profit, so it would be pretty good. But this thing is just naturally more volatile because of its its history, of course, so yeah. Take your time with it, but yeah, it looks like it wants to go up for sure today. Hey, John. Yo, I have a spare 20K I want to put in a Doge. My price target would be 230. I already own 11K of Doge at entry 0.074. Appreciate that, John. So if you have 20K to spare, I'd make sure to diversify that and not put it primarily just in Dogecoin. You know, I might split it up into other meme tokens that have lower market caps, and then also just add it into some larger market cap AI tokens, if not also low market cap AI tokens. But if you have an average of Dogecoin at around like 0.074, you're already in a really good spot. You can definitely continue to hold on or add to it. Both ways you're going to make money. It just kind of depends on if you want to diversify a little bit just to make yourself feel better, or if you already have a diversification, you're just looking to pop $20,000 into Dogecoin, you could do that too. But I would just make sure that you're not only invested in Dogecoin. As much as I like it, I still diversify, but it's nice. Hey, Libert, I hope we're going for the cryptocurrency revolution here soon enough. It's still going to take some time. We're still in the early stages of it though, but I'm still optimistic about where we're heading, especially because the government can't stop spending. Uh-oh, this died off. I stopped talking, or I stopped smoking. Actually, a bit easier. Panama is the most fun in Central America. Have I visited Thailand? I have not visited Thailand yet. I have not been to Asia before, but I want to go. The big thing is just time. It takes a lot of time to get out there. Hey, Belinda, happy to see you. See. Oh, you're a student studying. Oh, it must be. I wish I was able to travel more. I guess I did travel to Montana, which is pretty far, I guess, from Washington. I don't know, it's like a 14-hour drive, 20-hour drive. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a drive. Shiba Inu? Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything crazy, but we can check it out for you. Still not making any large moves, but just again, like Dogecoin today, you are looking at it trying to break out back above that 20-day moving average. What you're hoping for by the end of the day is that I can actually have that larger move. And at this point, you're probably just hoping it gets back up here to 32.26 level. That'd probably be a profit of about 9-10%. Not terrible, but that's the move you're hoping for today. The 4-hour chart is all bullish right now. On the oscillators, the daily chart is all bearish here, so it's not as bullish, I would say. But I would say probably by the next couple of days, everything with the way it's going, everything should be realigning back to being bullish here, which could be very nice for Shiba Inu. Let's see. Everything's good there. We're still at level of resistance, and then if I add on that 20-day moving average right here, you can see how that's basically the wall we're dealing with right now. We managed to break above it over here, or break down below it back above. You saw the volatility involved. That same volatility is basically what you're looking for right now. You want to see this larger move happen and try to bring you back up against that level of resistance we talked about right up here. It may go higher, but usually I don't bank on it going as high. I just, take my profit when I need to, or when I'm able to, I should say. There you go. Looks like Bitcoin's going through some turbulence right now, that's for sure. Look at all this sell-offs going on right now. There you go. Yeah, they're trying to push it down just a tad. The flight is nothing for a trip around the planet. Oh yeah, no, it's like how do I describe it? Like, there's so much things I would have to do to make time for Asia. Whereas if I'm going to Panama, I would probably, like I'm going in December, I'm only going for a week. Asia, I feel like I'd want to spend 2 weeks to a month over there going and all seeing everything. Much different type of experience I'd be expecting if I went over to Asia. But that's just because, again, there's a lot more to do, I would say. Like when I go to Panama, I stay in Panama. When I go to Colombia, I go to Colombia. When I go to El Salvador, I stay in El Salvador. If I go to Asia, I'm not just staying in Thailand. I'm going to all the countries I can and kind of exploring as much as possible. And then clear, it's been a tough year for me, and I finally have some capital to start out investing for this bull run. Did I miss out? I would say no. Excuse me, geez, this soda. Basically, what we've been doing here for the past few months now is every few months we start dollar cost averaging, and so I've been putting in about $500 a week. You can put in as much money as you want to, and like I have my Fairdesk account. I've been opening up 2 to 3x leverage positions, right? 2 to 3x leverage, and my head's blocking them. And then basically just buying up like $10 of this crypto, $20 of this crypto, $10 of this crypto, every single week, dollar cost averaging more and more and more. And then of course, hoping that it goes up over the next few months. We did it from December to March, and then we walked away with $8,000 profit with $500 a week from December 12th or something to March 2nd. And now we just started a few weeks ago, and so far things are looking fine. We were down a couple $100, now we're up $150, so things are working out. But right now, I would still say dollar cost averaging. If you wanted to go with a 2x leverage, definitely do that. But like, let's say you're putting in like $500 a week. You don't want to invest all $500 a week. You'd probably want to invest about 80% of whatever you're putting in a month, or 75% or 60%, something along those lines. Make sure you have extra capital in case the market takes a dip or something. That way, even with a 2x leverage or a 3x leverage, you have no chance of your positions getting liquidated on a cross trade, right? You don't want to have any opportunity to get your whole account busted. So definitely smaller 2x or 3x plays. The majority of mine are 3x longs, or excuse me, 2x longs. So I'm taking it like I'm putting money in there, and I'm still being very cautious with it. But that's an easy way if you wanted to catch up a little bit, or open yourself up to more profit, also more risk. That might be something I'd probably recommend there. I'm doing that on Fairdesk, but you can do it, like I have links down below for BYDFi and Fairdesk, whichever exchange you like. I think BYDFi probably has more tokens out there, but again, it's up to you. But you're not too late. We haven't even had the halving yet. The halving's in 24 days, I believe, so we still got time. And a booty for you. No, I don't typically stake. I don't like staking too much. I usually just have all my crypto in cold storage, and then I specifically do a lot of swing trading and day trading. That's mostly futures. I don't typically do staking personally. There's nothing against it. I just don't like staking as much. I just prefer to keep my money off of it. If you were to stake, a bull market is usually the best time. Just be careful, because a lot of times after these bull markets fade off and go back into the bear market, we have seen some historical patterns of exchanges falling off cliffs. So I don't want that to be part of you, where you're having a whole bunch of Bitcoin staked or Ethereum staked and so forth, and then the exchange crashes and you have to like wait months to get your money back. You know, that's one of the reasons I don't typically do it. And hey, Jail, it's really, really good. Now, is it worth 60 bucks? Probably not, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty darn good here. Hey, Maddox, why does Ethereum lag behind Bitcoin compared to Bitcoin? Oh, that's typically just because Ethereum, like most altcoins, it follows Bitcoin. Everything follows Bitcoin, so if it follows, it's just going to be a little bit behind as the algorithms work their magic, so to speak. GFI? I don't know. I never even heard of GFI, so let's go over here. Goldfinch. So it just broke out a couple days ago. So all-time high seems to be back over here around $44. I don't know the market cap for this, but if it does make a higher high than before, I would probably just say back up here towards 135. That's something still realistic as long as the market cap isn't too crazy. What was the thing here? GFI. 513.87. Yeah, it's realistic for it to hit above 100, maybe 135, maybe up to 150 perhaps. But it's realistic at our $87 million market cap right now. It can definitely go stronger there. You know, I'd probably start scaling off though, you know, probably around 20 bucks or so, just in case it doesn't find a way to go parabolic. Some altcoins don't go all the way, you know, like, you know, some altcoins don't go that full push. So I would say you probably want to start scaling at around $20, maybe just 5 to 10%. And as it goes on, you should be able to update this Fibonacci level for every new low, the dip that happens. You can go to this low here, to the next high, to the next low, and then you can try to adjust as the market goes up. But I'd probably say it at worst $50. At worst, you know, $50. When Bitcoin got smacked back down after that breakout. And hey, Blake, welcome to the review of my man. I appreciate it a lot. Or R Lake, sorry. I try not to speculate on the future price action too much, but I think that the move will be to the upside on Bitcoin will be a lower high. Oh, you think we're gonna have a lower high? Oh, yeah, I think that's the best way to think about it myself, because we're gonna have to have another breakout here eventually. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a straight shut up. As much as I want Bitcoin to go straight up, I don't think it is gonna go straight up from here. And here, like, I appreciate that a lot, my man. And if you have any questions, let me know. Members get priority question answering, I guess you would say. I'm looking for shorts because of this, but I'm waiting for confirmation first. It just really depends on how much higher we want to go before we actually have that dip. Like, if you look at the daily chart, it looks like we can definitely pop up a little bit more, probably closer to the tomorrow morning hours when the markets open back up. And then kind of going into the evening time, you should probably see it start to lag, and then maybe Wednesday or so. Tuesday night to Wednesday, I would say. You anticipate a little bit more of a dip, then coming back up a little bit more. I'm still pretty happy with where it's at, but yeah, that short is probably going to be happening probably on the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart. But the 1 hour chart is bearish right now a little bit, more mixed, I would say. But we haven't had that change of character kick in yet. Even over here, we'd have to start breaking back down below what, like 70,274 or abouts. But hopefully it pumps up a little bit more so you have an easier opportunity to open up a short. Yeah, no worries, Mike B. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Digital wallets are the better the way to go. I love having a wallet. I don't want to have all my money on crypto if I don't have to. Hey, B, what's up with the pickle? That 4-hour head and shoulders is keeping me from longing. Let me see. This is really a luscious smoke here. Four hours head and shoulders. Do you mean something like a shoulder, a head, and then another shoulder over here that breaks us down below 60,000? That might be able to play out perhaps. I mean, also something that's coming out pretty soon is I believe we have some other type of inflation data coming out, I believe, sometime soon. It's not the most important one, but I think it is one. Major bridge in Baltimore collapses into river? What the heck is going on? Didn't we pass an infrastructure bill to stop this from happening? Hold on a second here. Let's go to Twitter or X. We'll go back to X in a second here, but I just want to see. Inflation. No, why can't I search for inflation on here? Okay, here we go. Oh no. Yeah, the CPC, the core personal consumption expenditure, or CPE. I think it's called CPE. CPE data. No, not database. Stop finishing my sentences. Release. There you go. Where's the calendar? See, it's not as easy as CPI and stuff. Release date. Next release March 29th. So it's Friday, it looks like. So it's Friday. It's not tomorrow, it's Friday. So we are going to have a little bit of inflation data coming out. So it's that personal income and outlays report reflects the changes in prices of goods and services purchased by consumers in the United States. So that's something right there. But the market's closed on Friday, so Bitcoin may react, but the stock market won't be able to react until Monday, so that's something interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's called Keybridge, I can already tell right there. How is Diddy still the same at the top right now? There it is, Keybridge. Oh, so that's a false one. Okay, here we go. Here's the real one. Holy freaking moly. So it says the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, which crosses the Patapsco River, has reportedly collapsed within the last few minutes after being struck by a large container ship. I'm happy to say it wasn't infrastructure error. Large container ship, a mass casualty incident has been declared with over a dozen cars and many individuals said to be in the water. Dude, that ship captain is going to jail for the rest of his life. Dude, the whole thing just freaking collapsed.
Sinking, the bridge is gone.
Ah, wow. I'm glad that we're happy it wasn't in rush hour, you know. Let's go over here too. Hold on. Why does it keep disappearing? X is trying to point me towards Diddy. I don't give a fuck about Diddy. Oh, you can see the shipping container right there. Yeah, look at that. Shipping container. Whole bridge came crashing down. The insurance on that is going to be absolutely insane. Damn. Hope everybody's okay, but I don't know how you survive something like that. Like, you're never expecting a bridge that you're on to fall down like that.
Sinking. The bridge is gone.
Why is there no lights on the bridge? I'm guessing because it was struck. Because you see the lights over there. Or... yeah, you can see lights across the bridge before they go out. So there were lights on the bridge. That guy's just a fucking asshole. Idiot. I don't know what you call it, but definitely not looking good there. That wasn't demo? No, container ship apparently. Container ship went... yeah, look at that. You can see all the lights in the background. Look, that's a port. Look at all the port lights. So I'm guessing the shipper's right there. Yeah, the shipper's right there. And boom. Like, the good thing is it's at night, so maybe not as many cars. But you know there's people driving at all hours of the night here. All hours of the night. It's a city. It hit the structure right here, it looks like. And then boom. Just... everything going off. You can see the cars right there flying off into the water. Yeah. Jesus. And I'm going, there's no boats out in the water at midnight. And again... this is 1 hour ago, which means this is like 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast here. So we'll come back and see if we can find any more news about it. But yeah, it's whoosh. Hopefully everybody's okay. I mean, hopefully everybody's okay. Don't know, of course, but definitely gonna be bad. And hey, what that basically was, that was the key bridge. Here, hold on. Here you go. So if you go to X and you go type in key bridge, you just look for it right there. Basically, it's a bridge in... here, hold on. Let's go over here to satellite. Now we saw port lights in the background here, so fulfillment center. So I'm guessing this whole thing right here, I doubt this part of the bridge went off. This whole thing just went down. And I guess if you were to kind of look at it from maybe this point right here, perhaps. There you go. This entire thing looks to have fallen. Or what we saw was like this point over here to this point over here, all breaking down. So, that's like a glitch in the system, I think. But yeah, like, apparently that whole thing just fell down here. And that's... how close is it to Baltimore? Oh shit, Baltimore is right here. So yeah, this is a pretty big bridge. It doesn't look to be one of the main bridges coming out. This is the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel, so that's a tunnel. This is a smaller bridge right over here, Hanover. So yeah, it appears to be this one right here, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And you're looking at it. I mean, let me see. Mess up traffic? Oh yeah. People are suspecting a terrorist? If it's a terrorist attack, oh Jesus, that's gonna be even worse. That we're gonna be like... planes, one thing is you can kind of trust TSA, kind of trust them, you know. But this type of stuff, I guess I don't really travel on bridges all too much, but still, that's a lot of damage there. I'll retweet it in case you guys want to see more about it. It seems to be all the same videos right now, though. This doesn't seem like a whole bunch of new information. Large Singaporean container ship Dali approaching the Key Bridge in Baltimore. Lights on the ship turned off and back on, then off again, potentially on fire. Ship's crew's not answering. Potentially 20 construction workers on bridge on impact. Crazy. Oh, here you go. Yeah, you can see right here. See the ship right there? Let me move this over here a little more. The ship coming over. The ship's not, that light's not even on. We'll go back to Bitcoin in a few minutes, of course. But yeah, this is a... Lights came back on. Motor's on. And it just... That thing's moving pretty fast. See the container ship? This is sped up. Actually, this is sped up here. See the cars right there? You can see the construction lights over here. Hit. And then boom. And then you can see the vehicles right there. I mean, man, that happened. I know it's sped up, but still, that happened pretty darn fast. My big concern is there's just no boats out right now, right? In the daytime, there's people out there that could rush to help because usually there's a lot of good Samaritans with a lot of good Samaritans. Yeah, there's the construction crews. There's a lot of good Samaritans out there on boats, right? And at night, nobody's on a boat. Hardly any Coast Guard is even operating at night, right? Hey, Haven, yeah, that lawsuit is going to set you up for life if you're alive, and I hope they are. There you go. You can see the cars. Yeah, I'm glad that the ones that were driving got over, but the construction crew, they were not even in vehicles. They were probably just walking around doing their work, fixing up something, there's a lot of night maintenance that happens out there. So that's fucking tragic. Oh, would terrorists hit an empty bridge at 2 a.m.? No, I don't know. I'm not saying it's terrorism. Oh, you're probably talking to somebody else. But yeah, I don't know exactly why that would be the case. Because you can see it coming over here. And you can see the traffic moving across, right? So it's not like it's a really busy highway. This says it's at 1:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the very top. You guys can't see it because it's cropped off. But you can see all the traffic over there. There's vehicles going above. But when it happens, you don't necessarily see a bunch of cars, right? There's a car going over there. There's one truck over here. One truck over here. I don't think there was anything over here. But again, you see how far that is across on the other side. It kept on falling all over across. So there's definitely a chance there was a car coming across and it just fell rapidly and they weren't able to do anything about it. Because the last cars we see are these two cars right here. And then we see the initial crash. You see the construction lights. Right, boom, right there. You don't see any other cars coming across right now. And then you see this collapse. You see the cars go overboard. Hopefully the people are right. But you don't see any more cars out there, right? So I think as time goes on, we'll have more video and stuff like that. Here's one again. This is the close-up. Look at all you see are the cars. You don't necessarily... Look how far that bridge is. All the way down there. And it gets too dark where you can't see it. But you have to assume it continues. It kept on falling down. It kept on falling... Yeah. It kept on going all the way through. So they're going to be out there for a while trying to figure this out. But I haven't seen... any new information here. Maybe if I refresh the page. And hey, DD, I would say mechanical failure looks the best here. Around 20 people are missing, it looks like. See, no, this is misinformation here. Don't believe that. Yeah, so they don't have many other angles, and why would they? Who's focusing their camera on a bridge? Oh, but see, there's volunteers already out there, so that's really good right there. That's very, very good news. And they got there around like 20 minutes ago or something like that. So they probably had to go get the boats and everything. So hopefully they'll figure it out and find the people. I'm not entirely sure the physics of a falling bridge and stuff like that, though, so it could have caused some a little more chaos. Yeah, Gupta, that thing fell down a lot faster than I thought a bridge would. But I mean, how often do we think bridges are just going to be smack dab hit by container ships, especially with this, the structural part, the tower itself. The news says all lanes closed both directions, like it isn't obvious. Oh, geez, yeah, I hate when the news does something like that. They should be talking about the survivors and whatnot. And yeah, definitely a new fear there. I saw a lady jump off a bridge with her baby in San Andreas. We couldn't get her to hurt her. She parked in. Jesus, that's even crazier right there. What PC do I have? It was an advanced PC for 2021. 2021. It wasn't. I don't think it's probably a good PC by today's standards, but it basically has like a 3080 graphics card or something like it, 30 graphics Ti or something like that. Has a bunch of good CPUs and stuff like that, but it was like cost me like $3,500. Probably don't need to have a computer like this. I get this computer because I want to stream and I don't want to have any complications when I stream usually, and usually I don't. All right, so let me go over here. Now it's Francis Scott is trending and not the bridge, but hold on a second. I want to block this guy for spreading misinformation. I don't want you guys to see that and feel like, you know, that's actually real, because that one shows explosions on it, which is not real. Yeah. Oh, it's already morning time over there? Or they must be using a filter or something. They have to be. You can see all the boats, and that's where the people would have fallen down, right? So they're trying to get them over there. But as far as that container ship, I don't exactly know. You can see it was still going strong. The lights are on, but I don't really know what happened over there. It could be light pollution. Because it's still like 3 o'clock in the morning over there, 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think sunrise is that early. So it probably is just a light pollution and a good lens here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's probably what's going on right there. I doubt it's that early here, because you look at this photo from just a few minutes ago, it's still dark out. So hopefully the port lights can help everybody out there and find out who's missing. Hit one of the main supports, exactly. And it hit it pretty fast. I think that's the big thing right there. Time to change the GPS to avoid all toll bridges. I mean, I don't like driving over bridges in the first place, not because of this, but just because of the wind. But I mean, I think this is a real-time thing where it already hit it at this point, but I can't see any other cars besides the construction crews right there. Right? But the way this thing fell down, you can see the top also falling down on the actual roads and whatnot, which is not good at all. And of course, if you're there in the cold water, you gotta wait to be rescued. There's nowhere to really go. I mean, you could try to hop on the bridge, but hopping on the bridge is probably already scary enough. Who knows if that thing is going to continue sinking or whatnot. You don't want to be, you know, dealing with that. It's 4:11 a.m. in the New York City. Yeah, that makes sense right there. So it should still be dark. Was it drunk driving? No, it looked like the what do you call was messing up. Here, I'll just stay on this for a little bit of time, guys. Bitcoin's not doing anything. We can see it consolidating. It's not doing anything. Here. Damn it, he opened his wound back up. Alright, let's see over here. Get your paw. I swear to God, I'm gonna bandage it up before you go to bed. No. I swear we just had a view of it a few minutes ago. But now it's all giving us the same information here. There's one that's a little bit longer. 130. 15. This one. No, this is 53 seconds. It might give us multiple viewpoints here. Oh, this one shows the bridge on the other side over there. Okay. So you can see it was go over there and it kind of just fell over. It's really hard to see with these viewpoints though. I mean, the guy that's just out there working or doing whatever, filming this is crazy. Because you see how far it keeps on going further and further back here. Here it is right here. See how it's dark? Well, let me take this cigar top off. It's already burning through the wrapper. There we go. The lights turn off. They're kind of semi-on right now. Then the top light turns on all of a sudden. So it looks like an engine failure or electronics failure with the engine still running. So they probably couldn't turn or do any of the power steering. I'm not a boat expert, but that's kind of what probably happened. I mean, just imagine being the semi drivers who were driving just a few minutes before it collapsed. Because yeah, then the lights go over there. But it gave a few seconds, I think. This looks like a realistic time of what the truck was doing, right? And then still hasn't hit. The truck's still fine. So that truck probably 50% chance got far enough in time. Because it still hasn't hit the beam here or the support. But these aren't solid column supports, right? They're kind of like a little bit more flimsy. They're kind of, you can see the holes in them and stuff like that. And again, you got cars still coming over. I guess that semi probably had a really good chance because it still hasn't hit it yet. Cars are over. Yeah, because after that, no more cars come, or at least from what we can see, there might have been cars coming over from this side or the other side, but they're way off the screen at this point. This is off of Stream Time Live Baltimore. See, and hey, yeah, Solana should be doing very, very well today. It looks like it wants to have a larger move. We just talked about it maybe like a half an hour ago, and then. Yeah, boom, it starts to hit right there. You can see the big crash. I mean, that ship has a lot of momentum going on there, right? But then boom. There it goes. So hopefully they're able to find everybody. I know, let's see. Here, let me see if I can find this. Stream Live Baltimore. Let's see. No, that's not it. YouTube, perhaps? No, I don't see anything there. But I'm sure the news is going to have more information there. I mean, heck, we found it on CNBC all of a sudden. Major bridge in Baltimore collapses after being struck by a ship. They may have more news here now. Took place at 1:35 a.m. Ship struck after scene. So there appear to be people crossing at the time of the incident. Let's see. Major Baltimore traffic alert. Okay. So, yeah, they don't really have much news, to be honest, here, but they should have more news by the time most of you guys wake up here. Alright, so as far as Solana is concerned, it's doing okay. Should be moving up pretty well here. So far, it's just still dealing with that level of resistance. Once it's able to break this, then with like a break, then hold, that's when you know bulls are going to strike this thing up like a rocket ship. It still might get rejected here, then consolidate and break out a couple days from now or even tomorrow. But still, it should be moving up pretty well here soon. ICP still moving a lot higher. That's been very nice. We talked about this a few hours ago. KDA is making a move right here to try to break out again of a similar type of level of resistance. STMX, we've been following this for a while. This one's still making a higher move, trying to break out again. I like that. And of course, we have stuff like WLD at a level of resistance trying to move up. Whiff is breaking out here as awkward of a breakout as that was. I don't know what the heck's going on with this one. It's not bullish just yet, but it pretty much is there. So Whiff could definitely be taking a higher move here. Floki consolidating, still not really making a large move. I'm watching it closer to see what Floki can do. Miro, I'm optimistic about this one because it is so low. I'm hoping it can pop up. Doesn't even have a 20-day moving average yet, so that's something. Milady's up 7%, looking like it wants to have another breakout above this level of resistance there. So there's lots of opportunities for different tokens here, guys. It's basically just waiting for them to actually fit, to have those larger moves and flush out. The hour chart looks all over the place with this. The 5-minute chart shows you why this is such a crazy chart. It managed to have a large move breakout. We got smacked back down, and now we're basically just consolidating back to where we were a few minutes ago. So, 12:35. So I doubt this happened at the same time. 1:35, 12:35. This could have been caused by the bridge, but I'm not entirely sure. How long ago was this on all these people's times? If it was 1:30 Eastern time, that was still a few hours ago. Then that was 3 hours ago. So no, that wouldn't have been causing Bitcoin. Now the river's starting to trend a little bit more as well. Look at the gap between the beams. The boat was headed straight for it. Oh yeah, it looked like it was going straight for it. YouTube will get me in trouble if I speculate too much. Back when the Ukrainian war was going on and I was just showing you guys videos and whatnot, you guys don't remember that video all too much because they took it down. They said I was spreading misinformation. So I try not to go too far in like what I don't know, because YouTube will strike it down. They will strike it down. That Baltimore now, I hope this is not World War III breaking. No. World War III would be a little bit more dramatic than the bridge coming down. Although the bridge coming down is quite crazy, as you guys would understand. But no, this seemed like the ship was having some issues here. All right, yeah. I'm really surprised how easily that bridge came down. Everything was on those pivot points right there. So as soon as the leverage was broken, it just came down so easily. But I don't blame the builders of the bridge, because I mean, or the designer or the architect. You know, how many people are anticipating a ship going straight for a, the pillar, so to speak? Nobody's going to be thinking that. See, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, like, for the market itself, what is that? The markets are not even affected by this whatsoever here. I mean, if an oil refinery got blown up or something, then that might be an issue, but, you know. So Baltimore is going to be in a little bit of a crisis here. Biden, Trump stuff, Elon Musk, Europe. Not much news out besides that. That's actually important. The water's about 50 degrees. Oh yeah, and they're not dressed for water type of events, and they're probably wearing some pretty heavy equipment. So hopefully they were able to get rescued pretty quickly. But I mean, they probably had to swim up to a certain level of the bridge and just try to stay dry until they were able to, because it's pretty cold out there right now. Just like just the regular air, right? And hey, Amori, considering it's a Singaporean ship, Terra stack is unlikely. I would say so right now. Hey, verified trader, yeah, that's definitely a massive boat. I mean, I keep on forgetting where that one long video was. But at least they got boats in the water. That's fine. But yeah, how do you? Look at that boat. It's absolutely massive. And you know, it was full. So I wonder what happened there. I hope the workers weren't overworked or something like that, you know, but I doubt it, right? This is just a zoomed in view of it, but you can see, keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going. The lights fall off, it keeps on going, it keeps on going, keeps on going. So if you're driving, you don't even know what's happening. You just see the lights turn off and all of a sudden you just feel yourself falling and you don't even know. Yeah, so they should have here, hold on. Francis Scott Keybridge. I'm going to do a search for it. I'm going to do images for it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to tools, go over to the last hour. Last 24 hours, I guess. And there should only be a handful of pictures on here. There we go. Al Jazeera, New York Post. Here's where ABC News go. There you go. Open image, new tab. There we are. So you can see all that gone, but you can see how this part is still standing. But I mean, all the boats over there, they must be desperate to try to find some people. See anything new here though? You can see what the bridge is supposed to look like right there. Here, let me go over here to my news section. That way you guys can see everything going on. All right, that's what the bridge is supposed to look like. Oh, you can see the pillars right there. So it went smack dab into that right there. And it's only connected at that tiny point there and that tiny point there and that one right there. So if this gets hit and one part goes down, yeah, the rest of it's going to go down easily. You can see right there again. But there's not many photos of it right now. So Business Insider, Argentina, I can't pronounce that. Al Jazeera. But there's not many good pictures of it at this point, which is to be expected. Yeah, it's not even much stuff here. It's all breaking, so there's not much information out there. And in Haven, Seattle's not good at spending money. I'll tell you that now. As someone that lives out here, we just like to spend money like crazy. It's more for green energy and, you know, green environmental type of stuff than practicality. But we approve those type of levies and stuff like that because that's kind of like what the state is all about. Nobody's been rescued yet. Hopefully there's some news here, but usually there would be some type of press conference, I would say. Like if I went over here to I don't know. I mean, there are alerts right here. They're probably talking about stuff. Marjorie Taylor Greene is in it for some reason, so I don't know what's going on. DJ Doge, DMV. So they have some speakers here. They're probably talking about something, but I honestly don't know if they're just spouting off what they think or whatnot. I anticipate it's a whole bunch of huffing and puffing until real news comes out, because unless anybody's actually there, everybody is listening to the space and they're just on their phone trying to find information out. And if I try to, the ship looks like it lost power, then turned back on and lost power again. So they're probably freaking out like crazy, because there's nothing they can do. You know, who can stop a ship moving that fast? Oh, I didn't even think about the steel toes in water. Yeah, and those take a little bit of lacing up, of course. And hey, Luke, it depends on basically how long you want to hold it. Make sure that whenever you guys are opening a position, you guys are able to have the plan ahead of time. It makes it easier for you guys to make money off of stuff. Not at all. Steel toe boots are heavy. Yeah. Verified trader, you're doing fine. If you're up 70% on a scalp, you're perfectly fine. Just make sure you're able to lock in the profit, especially if it's a little risky. Was the bridge closed to traffic? Don't see cars? No, there was traffic ahead of time. I forget exactly where the video was. Was it this one? No, it hits. It was a longer video. I just can't seem to find it as easily as I thought I would be able to. Media 30, 30, 30, 30. 3. I keep on losing it as soon as I find it. Or this one, 2 minutes. See how there's cars up here driving along? It's just that it was like at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning over there. So that, you know, not many people are going to be driving, but you can see the semi trucks over here coming over. You can see the construction crews over here. Lights right there, lights right there, lights right there. Another vehicle right there. So they're there. You know, you can see them driving across a little bit more now. Maybe if I were to go over to... Can I zoom in on the video and it still shows it? No, it doesn't zoom in on the video anymore. There you go. And then it hits over here. See, the cars are still going. And then it hits. You see how fast the lights are going? Lights don't flash that fast in the ports. As somebody who used to live by a port. And you can just see how boom came down. You know, so these guys, we'll figure out more, but yeah, it's going to be all over the news tomorrow. You can see the bridge. It's all, see the traffic over here, red, traffic over here, red. You know, this whole thing is stopped. There's, it was right next to the Transportation Authority, which is kind of nice. Which means they should have trucks and vehicles right there to go search ships and whatnot. But, I mean, the traffic is just going to be horrible tomorrow. So yeah, this is going to be a problem for a while. And now everybody's going to be panicking for different reasons. 43 degrees? Oh yeah, there you go. 948 foot, 28 meters, 29 meters ship. Yeah, see? And then Richard, it's difficult to do a hit and run in a ship. Oh yeah, but what do you call it? Like it's I mean, just sad, right? I mean, even if there was nobody at fault and the ship was just having an accident or something, which somebody's going to be held accountable, I bet. It is going to just cause a bunch of chaos. I guarantee somebody probably passed away, right? So that's going to be a whole nother issue within itself. And then of course, you know, raw reporting. Oh, they don't. Okay, it's just audio. But yeah, that's just going to be a lot of stuff to deal with here. Go back over here. I told you trending number 1. I think there was the river was trending for a while too, but I think it got moved down. I don't understand how X's account works with trending, because it feels like sometimes they're throttling stuff down and pushing stuff up until ultimately it overpowers whatever algorithm is there. There you go. Port of Baltimore is now up here as well. Here's the full video. Here we go. Right, different viewpoints. You can see it coming across. Got a truck over here, and again the construction stuff. Fast forward a little bit more. Cars over here, or a truck and a car or something like that. I think it's a semi. But I don't see anybody over here, and I don't see anybody way on the left-hand side, so that's somewhat good news. That means maybe they were able to focus more on just the construction crew, and that could have been better for everybody involved. Because then these get off to the side. This is yeah, this is the non-sped up version, I think. Yeah, because it still hasn't hit yet. It's going for it still. assuming it hits pretty soon. You can see it's still moving though. There it is. Big hit right there. And then boom. Yeah, and nothing, I mean, nothing, nobody's staying dry. No car is not falling into the water after that, if they're anywhere on the bridge. So that's definitely going to be rough right there for a lot of people. And you can see how big of a bridge it is. Baltimore, the bridge right there. It's a way to avoid the city. So that means tomorrow everybody's going to have to go through the city to get over here towards DC and stuff. Because I think DC is right above Baltimore. Yeah, it could have, Henry. Definitely could have got stuck in gear or something like that. I don't understand ships enough to know about it, talk about it, but yeah, something was definitely wrong with the ship. And Verify Trader, a lot of boats are self-driving in port, though. They have everything is automated, so they don't have to worry about it. That's what's also pretty interesting about all this. Yeah, there we go. But okay, buddy, I'm going to end the stream right now. If you guys want to go learn more about it, it's all on X with some rooms and stuff, some spaces talking about it. I'm going to go get a good rest of the night. Bitcoin's not doing anything of interest right now. I anticipate a dip here soon enough. And like I said, a dip and a rip, and I'll be happy to kind of buy that up and make some money off of it. But the big news of the day, obviously, is the Port of Baltimore Bridge. So when you guys wake up tomorrow morning, or if you guys are still up for the rest of the night, you guys will be learning much more news about it. But yeah, just be careful, everybody. Always kind of a, a reminder that, crazy things can happen. So just be aware of what's around you. Hopefully you guys, if you guys pray for them. They're definitely going to need it. And hopefully we hear some good news tomorrow about somebody being rescued or a group of people being rescued. That would really, make my day a little bit brighter, right? Just know somebody was able to survive that, because that does not look good at all. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully you guys are able to, make some money in the cryptocurrency